So in my last video, I showed the conflict between the YouTuber Dream and the voice actor for Gumball, Nick Cantu, that resulted in him posting a video of Nick extremely high and drunk, berating an Uber driver. And today we are going to take a look at the Twitter reactions to it, starting with Wavy Websurf, who says, single child with a trust fund type beat. Oompaville says, bro is so stable, it's crazy. Mudhar says, gonna need a Harvard astrophysicist to dissect this one. Brendan Reyes says, the voice of Gumball threatening to kill before GTA 6? Crazy. Kevin Nagar says, every time it comes to Dream, I just don't care, to be honest. Pizza says, I've done enough mistakes younger to know when someone's blacked out drunk and or high. Lame to leak a friend in that state. Connor responds by saying, clearly not his friend. And then Pizza responds, forget I said friend then. Still, dude is blacked out on something. Lame to leak that kind of stuff. King Kong Tay says, the information that comes out about Cantu makes Dream look worse. Bro is a bipolar autistic pansexual having an episode, saying slurs he can reclaim while being drunk, under the legal drinking age, and Mick Groomer thought it was smart to record all this. Gabriella says, it's the fact that he kept that video until a time he's felt the need to use it. It's such despicable behavior. Yin says, so you don't want to hold Cantu accountable for getting out of his way to get a fake ID? You don't want to hold him accountable for what he said, an attempt to cover up due to an episode he was having? You want to blame Dream for being verbally assaulted along with the driver? Sinister Minister responds, getting a fake ID is literally being a teenager. Having an episode like that while drunk is not okay by any means, but having that episode recorded and released as a fuck you too moment for everyone on the internet to see isn't helping fix the problem. Star responds to Dream's leaks by saying, mid off, showing the Battle of Mid that happened in June of 1942. Kusari says, say what you will about the new clip of Gumball versus Dream, but Nicholas Cantu cooked him here, showing the part where Nick called Dream an F-slur for the song he made about wearing a mask. Kusari continues by saying, as a gay member of the LGBT community, I officially give him a pass for this. Hashtag free Cantu. Everyone calling Cantu a homophobe because of this video, not knowing he's pan. Anyway, fuck Dream. Attaching a tweet from Cantu last year mentioning that he's pansexual. Eggplant shares this gif from Kung Fu Panda and says, neurodivergent people in the LGBT community giving Nicholas Cantu the permission to call Dream slurs. Billy Boy responds by saying, I fucking thought that said Nicolas Cage for a second. Jasik says, watching every oppressed social community come together to bless fucking Gumball with the power to say their slurs to Dream Minecraft might be a top 5 internet moment for me. Jadefire Productions says, he is neurodivergent and pansexual, so he's good. Carl posts this clip and says, Nicholas Cantu is under legal drinking age, and not only did Dream record him drunk, he posted that shit like it's some gotcha moment. When Dream just incriminated himself, laughing my ass off. Go to jail, bozo.
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
Amy says, bro, who gives a fuck if Nicholas Cantu said F and retarded? Bro is both autistic and pansexual. Unlike Dream, who said retarded while not even being autistic and refusing to accept that it's a slur. Happy Potato shows this gif of someone writing down fire and says, Nicholas Cantu the whole drive. Anthony also posts this gif and quotes Nick from the Uber drive saying, you're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you were in the Sahara, and there's 100,000,000 billion fucking sand particles. You are going to be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold. Nagoya's Top Gal shares this clip of Homelander and says, dream watching how everyone's agreeing with Nicholas Cantu. Heffios responds by saying, dream watching everyone take the side of the guy who beat the shit out of him and called him gay and Jewish. Memeball shares this clip in the caption, Gumball was cooking TBF.
When you're in the fucking Sahara and there's 100,000,000 billion fucking sand particles, you're gonna be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold.
El Matti shares this clip of Homelander and says, Nicholas Cantu watching everyone take his side after Dream posted that video of him. JD says, I'm sorry, but I gotta forgive Gumball after saying this, showing the part of the video where Nick calls Dream an F-slur. Navis shows this gif of Shrek and says, Epstein protege. Oh, I have ADHD too. Nicholas Cantu. CYK responds, Epstein protege is crazy. Dinky shows a response Nick Cantu made on his Instagram and says, love this guy.
Sticking out your cock for the dreamer. He's so pedophile. You're a minor.
Jules says, Dream, I have ADHD as well, Nicholas Cantu.
You are a worthless, friendless, faggot-lipped little piece of shit whose mommy left daddy when she figured out he wasn't Eugene O'Neill.
Feline Idiot says, Dream, I have ADHD, Nicholas Cantu.
Look out!
out, faggot!
Lomser says, Dream, I have ADHD as well. Cantu/Gumball.
Faggot!
Femcell says, Dream, I have ADHD. Nicholas Cantu. Whoa there, slow down. Amori Boy responds, Dream, I have ADHD too. Cantu. F. Traditional dish in the UK. F's are meatballs made from minced offcuts and offal mixed with herbs, and sometimes breadcrumbs. It is a traditional dish in the United Kingdom, especially South and Mid Wales, and the English Midlands. F's originated as a traditional cheap food consumed by ordinary country people in Western England, particularly West Wiltshire and the West Midlands. Mupu responds by saying, the LGBT community has forgiven Nicholas Cantu. Haru says, he's allowed if it's against Dream. Amity says, he's pansexual, so he can say it as much as he wants. If he was straight as an arrow, I would have let him say it too. Yuri says, as a person with several disabilities, Asperger's, ADHD, etc., and someone who is LGBTQ, Nicholas is right. Drama Alert also tweets out the leaked video of Nicholas Cantu, and Willie Macho responds by saying, we need to get this guy, XQC, and Tumat in the same room. Breadhead says, imagine having a god complex because you voiced a blue cartoon cat. Lol. Laughing my ass off even. Cam says, bro was the voice of Gumball. His career's gonna be Jover from this video. Zerka says, dude is hilarious. Turkey Tom says, LOL, in the Uber. Mudahar says, just gonna add this here real quick, laughing my ass off, showing that all of this discourse has caused him to mute the word Dream. Someone who says they were close to Nicholas Cantu, called Pulsefire, gives his statement on the video that leaked with the caption, regarding Cantu and Dream. As someone who has been in something similar to Dream, personally affected by the actions of Cantu, and after cutting him off and later talking with him deeply, I know that this isn't who he is. There is lots of nuances to this situation, and it is dangerous to see it as black and white. When someone who claims to be a mental health advocate completely disregards someone with diagnosed bipolar in an episode, not saying what he said or did is right, and I mean that, just saying that it is dangerous to attack someone's character when there is much more at play here. Someone who is desperately struggling does not need the whole world pushing him backwards, and to Dream, it's understandable. He is defending himself. He has to. I think how Cantu went about it was poor. Even as recent as yesterday, both have done wrong. I think both sides should be responsible by diffusing the situation and settling it privately. Just my 2 cents as someone who has been in Dream's shoes, and also has a connection with Cantu deep enough to understand that this is not coming from a place of malice, but rather struggle. Take care of yourself. Fractal County responds by saying, really loving the Dream fans in the replies saying shit like, yeah, but mental illness doesn't make you act like an asshole, and accidentally exposing how sheltered and naive they are to how bad things can really get. So after all of this talk on Twitter of people surprisingly being on the side of Nicholas Cantu despite the things he said in that video of the Uber drive, Dream responded on TikTok, and Audrey posted it with the caption, but Nicholas Cantu was drunk. Being drunk doesn't give people the right to go around verbally abusing people and assaulting people. With this kind of mindset, you would also be excusing abusers, but Cantu is pansexual and neurodivergent. Just because you are part of the LGBTQ+ community, or are diagnosed with autism, ADHD, etc., and can reclaim slurs that were being used against the community, that doesn't give you the right to use slurs you can reclaim against others in an insulting manner. Dream supplied Cantu with alcohol. Do your research. He was invited to his friend's birthday party, and when he got there, Cantu was already drunk. It's gross seeing how people defending Cantu and his use of slurs directed towards someone, the blatant ableism and anti-Semitism. There are so many factors that I've seen people bring up, but they are not excuses. Cantu should take accountability.
I feel like sometimes I can be a dickhead because I assume that people are being malicious rather than just assuming that misinformation is spreading around or that they're just misunderstanding a situation. So I'm going to explain it. After one of my concerts, one of my friends was having a birthday party, and I showed up to their birthday very, very late. They were turning 23 years old. I'm 24 years old. So it was probably like 1 a.m. or something when I showed up to the party. Nicholas Cantu was there. I didn't know much about him. I didn't know his age, but he was 20 years old. When I got there, he was already incredibly drunk, and he ended up assaulting me about 20 minutes after I got to the party. He was being super aggressive the entire night, was shoving me, and then eventually when I left the party, it was in the middle of nowhere, so everyone Ubered together in one Uber, and he got in the front seat. I still wanted to make sure that everyone got home safe because it was my Uber. And then he started being a complete dickhead to the Uber driver for absolutely no reason, belittling him, telling him that that's why you're an Uber driver and I'm a famous movie actor and all of that. And after all of that, he turned and asked everyone in the Uber to record him because he thought it'd be an awesome YouTube video. That's his words. And after he threatened to kill me and we got out of the Uber and his phone was broken from him dropping it out the Uber window, we still paid for an Uber for him to get home because his phone was broken. And then I only posted the video the day I got the full video because he was lying about what happened that night. So if that's really the most concerning thing about this situation, that there was a 20-year-old at a party drinking alcohol that I should have somehow supervised, that I just met 20 minutes ago and did not know their age, that assaulted me, then I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I guess fucking Gumball smoked me, okay? He came up to me at a party, randomly out of nowhere, hit me on FaceTime with his friends, trying to be cool or something. I hit him back instantly, and he went, "Oh, I'm sorry, I took it too far." And I said, "Yeah, don't do that shit again." He said, "Okay." And then I said, "Vamonos," and fucking Diego from Dora hopped in my Uber and thought, "Oh, I can't win a fight against Dream, so I guess I'll just pick on this poor Uber driver." Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles started talking about how he's the Michelangelo of our time and slinging slurs. But I should have supervised fucking Gumball that I didn't even know at a party who's 20 years old and drinking. And then dude in my DM saying he's sorry for hitting me and that he shouldn't spread false pedo allegations against people because it can hurt people's lives. And then bro is yapping on Twitter and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? So yeah, I guess summary, Gumball smoked me.
So that's about it for the discussion around this video of Nick Cantu that Dream leaked. If you somehow watched this entire video and haven't seen that full video, I recommend you watch my previous video on this topic in order to get caught up. But for those of you who are caught up, I would love to hear your opinion on all of this in the comment section below. And while you're at it, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe with notifications on to see more Twitter drama in the future. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.